Waking up early to pray is one of the greatest habits a believer can develop. Between the hours of 4 and 6 in the morning, the world is still. The noise of life has not yet begun. Most people are asleep. And there is a peace in the air that makes it easier to focus on God. In this quiet, you can hear His voice more clearly. Pour out your heart without interruption, and receive guidance for your day. Psalm 5 verse 3 says, "In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning I lay my requests before you and wait expectantly." David knew that meeting God first thing in the morning was the best way to set the tone for the rest of the day. When you pray early, you are telling God, "Before I talk to anyone else, before I make any decision, before I step into my day, I want to meet with you." This is not just a routine. It's an act of love and honor. The early morning hours are special in Scripture. Mark 1 verse 35 tells us that Jesus himself rose very early, while it was still dark, and went to a solitary place to pray. If the Son of God made time to pray before daybreak, then we too should value that time. In those hours, there are fewer distractions. Phones are quiet, work has not yet started, and your mind is fresh. Lamentations 3 verses 22 to 23 reminds us that God's mercies are new every morning. When you start your day in prayer, you step into those new mercies right away. You align your heart with God's will before anything else can influence you. Prayer in the early morning also strengthens your spirit. Your body might want to sleep, but every time you choose prayer over comfort, you're telling your flesh that your spirit is in charge. This kind of discipline spills over into other parts of life, making you more consistent and focused. In Ephesians 6 verses 10 to 11, Paul tells believers to put on the full armor of God, so that they can stand against the devil's schemes. Early prayer is a way of putting on that armor before the battles of the day begin. You are declaring protection over yourself and your loved ones, speaking life over your situation, and asking God to guide your steps. This is also a perfect time to intercede for others. Without the rush of the day, you can take your time to lift up family, friends, and even strangers in prayer. Ezekiel 22 verse 30 speaks of God looking for someone to stand in the gap. You can be that person, bringing others before the Lord when the world is still asleep.